Welcome, everybody. Coming to you live from OAX. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. It's just a blur. It feels like we never left.
That's it, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still there.
So, yeah, we're jumping in with our own recap. Everybody's doing recaps of OAX. So we decided we're going to save the best for last, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do our own shit. Let's go.
Exactly. Right? We can be as foul-mouthed, potty-mouthed as we want here. So,
Yeah.
Hey, welcome, Ash. Hermit's here. Ryder. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, guys.
What's good?
Ash, if you want to jump on, we can send you a link too. Just let me know. Yeah, so OAX. I'm still recovering, and they've already announced next year. Like, wow.
Right?
What do you guys think of that? Just keeping the pace moving?
They are taking this serious, man. There's no holding back.
Yeah.
I feel like, if he shows up, I certainly invite him in. I feel like all the new people at CAF definitely has energized Kasra. I know those guys are recovering even more than the rest of us because they were running around like madmen during the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people know how much work they put in to make that as seamless as it was. So, as always, virtual hats off to those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, with everybody there now, with Matt, with Tatiana, it's going to go much more smoothly. It'd be nice if they can focus on some other stuff, expanding it. It's going to be great. And there he is. Gosh, a serious face. There you go.
I'm thinking Kasper could have done a little more. I think he didn't do 100%. I think he could have done some more stuff.
That's true. Kasper, next year put in 122%, please. Right? If you're not passing out, you're not doing it right.
Yeah, exactly. Now Kasper was a freaking hero, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, having to do with everything. And
what I was most impressed about, and since he's here with Kasra, is he never, like, you knew he was a little stressed. He doesn't show it. You guys notice that? Like, he's like the kind of guy you want, like, when shit's going down, and he's going to be that, like, he's going to be that serious face, and while the rest of us are sweating, he's just.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, look at this. Who allowed this?
Twice, bro? That's not good, bro. It's not healthy. Yeah, we'll get checked out, bro.
No, I mean, we bought him the Depends for a reason. Come on.
You know what's crazy?
That at my table.
I'm watching all these videos from all these different content makers and everything, and then throughout all of the videos in the background, you see Kasper work it. Like, he's pushing yards, he's doing stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, man. So bravo.
It's true. Yeah, he was there.
This is true. Like, you couldn't. What do they say? You couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting a mat.
Yeah.
There were a plethora of us there. So, anyways, first of all, why don't you guys jump on? Everybody knows you, but let's make it all official in case somebody who has no idea what's going on watches this in replay. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Anybody? No, nobody wants to.
Hell I am. We can let the homies down there.
I'm Matt, Marvelously Sketched. Got an Instagram. Do YouTube videos with my son.
Why are the labels not showing up? I got to figure that out. You guys go ahead. I got to fix that.
Yeah, it was amazing to be able to finally go to OAX and meet everybody that I've met through the community. It's all love, very welcoming, and like you said, we're reeling from the last one, and gears are already turning for 2026. So,
yeah.
Who dares? Oh,
I'll say what's up. Yeah, hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know me, Collectible Andy on the socials, and yeah, had a great time at OAX. It was awesome meeting everyone finally for the first time. Been hanging out with everyone for like 3-4 years almost now, so it was really cool to actually put put names to faces and had an awesome time.
Awesome, man. Hell yeah. And Tony,
So, Tony,
you're like a new guy here, bro. You gotta drop your info real quick.
Sorry, man. Yeah, so I'm Tony Pern. I'm the support Canadian farmer. I was invited down to OAX, and I thought I was going to be herding sheep, but no, they put me to work drawing sketch cards every day. They wouldn't let me stop. Don't go to this expo because it's terrible. No, I'm kidding, man.
We put that boy to work.
They did, but you know what?
And we didn't even include Advil. That's how bad it was, bro.
Yeah, or breaks. So
no breaks. There's no breaks, bro.
But it was worth it. It was 100% worth it. I would do it over and over and over again. That's how great it was. The community was tight. Everybody looked out for one another, and there was respect everywhere. And I'm talking about the villa. Now, when you go to the show, the exact same thing times 100. Mm-hmm. I mean, and the things you got to see in person, original artwork from, these guys are always showing the pieces that they bought of original art for the trading cards. But when you see this stuff in person, it's a whole new experience. It's a whole new level. It's amazing. And getting to see some of these creators actually do grow eggplants.
That's cool to actually watch them work. I mean, how often do you get to be up close, just looking over their shoulder, working, and watching them do their thing? That was
I appreciated it. Everybody that came to my table, I mean, I loved it. I loved meeting everybody, getting to know everybody, hanging around. My initial idea was to have a chair on the other side of the table. So when I was doing the sketch for somebody, they'll kind of just sit down and we kind of like shoot the shit while I'm drawing. I want to know you. I want to know what do you like doing? What's your background? It was amazing though. I mean, I couldn't be more thankful for what we were given and how we were treated. So, hats off to
Tony,
everybody.
The real question: did you get your sandwiches?
I did, but the funny thing is, I was sketching so much that I didn't get to eat them to the end of the show each day. So,
I got my sandwich first day, and this tells you how just overwhelming everything is. I just sat down, I took a bite of it, and I'm like, this is a dry ass sandwich. I'm like, oh, whatever. And I just keep eating it, and I get halfway through, and I'm like, my God, why is the sandwich so dry? And then I look over in the box, mayonnaise, mustard, all the condiments are there. I just didn't put them on.
You put the mayonnaise on it, bro. That's crazy. Jeez.
He was so tired, he didn't realize what was going on around him.
Yeah, seriously. Oh
Matt, how many hours of sleep do you think you got across the whole trip?
So the first night I actually did pretty well because we left right at 9 to go for the setup. So one night I got a good 7, and I think probably only 5 the night after. But on the way back, I crashed at an Airbnb. I crashed at like 8 p.m. and slept till like 9 a.m. the next day. So catching up on the way home.
Yeah, I don't blame you, bud. I don't blame you at all.
So what have you started, Berna?
Actually, when my dad had his garden, I actually used to grow eggplants in his garden, and they were big. That was right.
Okay.
I don't know if he's full of shit or right. Being honest, bro. So I'm gonna run with it. I
will show you photos.
I think to avoid bullying, we should probably what do the French call them? Aubergine, something like that. So we should just call them something other than eggplants, because chat's just oh boy. Yeah, no, definitely, Jeremiah. 4 hours. So yeah. I mean, we've got no schedule here, so let's go around.
I got a question for you, for Lou and Matt, and Andy. Andy, did you go last year?
No, first year.
Okay, so Lou and Matt, compare the two. The first one, and I know the first one basically was a trial, because it's always the first one. You've got to figure out if you're doing something right, if something needs to be changed. It's more of a like, you learn as you go along. This one compared to last year, what do you?
I mean, certainly bigger and better, but I mean, don't get me wrong. Last year was amazing. Last year The CAX room, we were talking about this in the backstage before. The CAX room was the art gallery last year, where we had all the original art on display, and everybody was in the main room where the dealers were. 3 of us right by the loading dock just had 3 tables that were what would become CAX at the time, just in there. And there was another display gallery where the other one was this year, and there was nothing in the IAX room, as I recall. So just to see how much bigger it's gotten, and I just love the breakout now between OAX, CAX, IAX. I just love the differentiation that's in there that really allowed you to focus. It went from an A tier to an S tier is how I would put it.
Yeah, I think the first one, no one knew what to expect really. It was just a bunch of the homies. Yo, we're going to OAX, bro. Let's go make it the thing for car collectors, right? Let's go make this shit what it is, and we just rode out. Like, I didn't know what the hell to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, the idea was awesome, but until you see it in motion, it was eye opening, because it would be something so cool that we didn't realize that we actually needed as bad as we do. And then all the homies getting together, making it out there. The Villa experience, pretty much last year we chilled just at the Villa the whole time, pretty much. After the show, everybody would just, truck over there. We just, this year there was a lot more things going on. There was a lot more, Thursday night we all chilled at the Villa, pretty much just hanging out, people coming in. But like Friday night we hung out at the Penthouse, did the break. Saturday night we were back at the Villa. Some of the homies were at the Magic the Gathering get together, play game night. So there's a lot more to do this one. Definitely a lot more to do. Just increasing the sizes of the ballrooms and stuff for the different subcategories, CAX to IX. It was good to see that. I feel like for the card art side, we had a lot more like big artists for the card thing. You know what I'm saying? We had the homie Tony Perna come down from his eggplant farm. You know what I mean? And Simone was there again. Dan was there again. Dave Palumbo was there. Shout out to Dave. Julie Bell was. I felt like the show experience was increased like 50 notches forward. You know what I mean? And I feel like the after the con events, there was so much going on. It was kind of more spread out a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you had to really decide to choose what you're gonna do. But it was great, man. I love it, bro. I love whenever you're able to go to a convention and people are geeking out over the shit you geek out every day to. You know what I mean? And me and Matt talk all the time, and we're always geeking out about art and new pieces and this and that and what we just got, and and being able to go to a convention that's just about that shit, bro, with that many people, that many big artists, and just continuing to forge those relationships. Like, it's crazy, bro. You don't get that shit anywhere else.
No. Wouldn't trade it for
Real quick, David, I had to mute your mic because when I undo it, I was hearing some feedback.
Oh, the homie, is that the Beast? That is the fucking Beast. What's up, baby?
It's David Glassburn, everybody.
Yep.
Look at that.
David. I'm not sure if it's this whatever headphones you're using, but I'll be taking it off for a second, see if it works. Oh, I'm not hearing anything, so that's good.
It could be I had it set on just my phone, so I had it set on something.
Nice.
David, are you in heaven, bro, with all the light behind you, bro? Like,
I know my display.
Jesus, look at this, bro. What a flex. You just came to flex on us.
Listen, I built it myself.
That electric meter's just going and going and going.
Looks great.
It's awesome, bro.
Thank you.
What about you, David? Compared last year to this year?
Yeah, last year was like a summer camp, hanging out with friends. And then, oh, hey, there was a show, which was nice. Like, I liked the show and everything was neat. But this year, man, you just wanted to be at the show. Like, there was so many different things to look at. And it was very much build your own adventure. So if you wanted to hang out and do breaks, if you wanted to do Magic the Gathering, if you wanted to spend, I mean, Jake and I think it was like 2 hours into the opening of the show, and we didn't even make it out of the illustration room, right? And so you just are talking to people, catching up, looking at artwork, thinking, how much money do I have? But yeah, I think it was fantastic. And then you could just do side quests, right? Like if you wanted to, I don't know, go on a jaunt with Tony and Elaine Perna, to
Yeah.
get some food. Like it was a lot of fun. So maybe not as eloquent as Lewis, but I quite enjoyed the show. And Jake and I are a different breed, right? Like we go to bed early, or early compared to you animals. We went to bed at like 11 or midnight. And you can do that. You can have fun and check out, or stay up real late. It's up to you. But like I said, build your own adventure, and it's just getting bigger and nicer. There was so much to see. It was fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, there were so many things going on that you couldn't do everything. So it does give you something to look forward to next year. Like I didn't go to the Magic. I would have liked to. It would have been cool to learn and check out, that, and just see the art and see some of the pieces that were there to, admire and appreciate. And didn't even get to go to that because I wanted to spend some time at the villa. But, it gives me something to look forward to next year if it happens again.
I mean,
the fact that you had to actually make choices of A versus B, that tells you how much programming stuff that was going on,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Actually do
That just shows the growth, right? I honestly, and I think this should be a big consideration. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that we need a 3-day show.
Yeah.
It's already grown to that level. Most people are there Thursday already chilling. So having that Friday show, it just makes sense.
I agree.
Agreed.
Half day, maybe half price for a single day ticket if you don't get the full weekend, something like that. Get some families in.
I think a full day just makes sense. Just think about it. Almost everybody was here. The majority of the people were there already Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you could add some different programming to Friday as well. So there's just some different unique things happening that day.
Yeah.
Kazra said the dates, but did he say it was at the same venue?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I don't really see the venue changing too much, fellas. I don't know how.
It's nice, yeah.
The key of it is to not make it a big ass MegaCon level stuff. It's to keep it, it tight, you know what I mean, and kind of pretty much exclusive to what's that. Because then when you start stretching it out too much, then it just becomes another con, right?
Yeah.
Totally agree.
And then you
don't want it to become Hollywood.
Yeah, next thing you know, cosplayers there and Funko Pops.
Yeah. People like the intimacy with the artist. You know what I mean? Being able to just walk up to any artist and not have to wait, an hour in line, and then you literally get 40 seconds to say something before you're feeling the pressure of the people behind you. Like, yo, bro, let's go, move that ass. Let's, you know what I'm saying?
If you even get that move, there's some cons that it's just sign, move. You don't even get to talk to the person.
No talking, no picture.
Yeah,
keep it moving like an
that's what I like about that's the key factor. You've got to be intimate with people.
We should have Kazra on here giving us. Matt, you sent Kazra a link. Kazra's probably tired of being on live stream, so Kazra, no pressure, dog.
No, I put it in the Villa chat. Kasra, if you say in chat you want to come on, I'll send you the link.
Hey, I know he's been busy. He's been on streams left and right, so I don't blame him for not wanting to come on. So, but no, I like the venue, man. I really like it. I think there's enough. I think you can move things around to grow it within what's there. So yeah. You could definitely do some things and move some stuff around and keep it in the same venue. It's a nice venue. It's nice, and then I think this year coming up, Matt. I think having maybe getting the floor or two cleared out at the hotel. I just think it's gonna make life a lot easier, brother. Commuting back and forth in Orlando's a pain in the ass, dude. You know,
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
it's just it's a grind. You know what I'm saying? So
We've been talking about this. The Villa has been great, but this year with all the programming, if we also, I'll send Costa the link there. Yeah, the back and forth it added a lot of time.
Yes,
and
it did.
we wasted time. We wasted time on a lot of shit that we could have been like. Yeah, me, Slick, and who else was it? Me, Slick, and my boy Carlos. We got stuck in some fucking traffic, and bro, we missed the whole Friday night dinner, bro. By the time we got back, that shit had already ended.
damn.
Yeah.
We were stuck in traffic for like 2 hours, and
That's
it's only like what, I don't know, 16 miles from the venue to. It's just too much, man. Just the traffic is so bad in Orlando. Like if it wasn't that bad, it would be a lot more smoother. But
No,
I think that,
you're right, Lou. Like it was funny because when we were getting a ride to the show, we can see the buildings, but then the way we were taking, the buildings were getting further and further away.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's definitely crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was like
It
an
would definitely be
hour
nice to
and
just be able to go upstairs, take a little rest, then be right back at it, and
Yeah.
not spend that time going back and forth, because it would be an hour to do a round trip, even
Yeah,
just
I
to
agree
take
with
a break.
Oh, tell me about it.
Even
Yeah, it happened to me.
Yeah.
even for the vendors, like if you're vending and you're a vendor, it's so much easier to have, to be
Yeah.
right there close to your stuff. If you need to,
Hey,
you have
Rod.
something special you don't want to leave out and you want to bring it up to your room, it's so much easier, man. It really is.
Correct.
Well, someone floated the idea of the penthouses being rented out just for a shared space, and I think that's a great idea.
Potentially making that the Villa, yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and the hotel will just be safer for shoes as well.
Yeah, well, when if Letty's in the building, bro, no matter where you're at, you gotta be cautious.
We should
You gotta be cautious with Letty, bro.
Was Letty stealing shoes again?
Yeah, he took my title. I was the originator of the shoe stealing, just for the record.
Yes, I remember that.
But yeah, Letty did it Sunday night. So all of a sudden, like Monday at like 4 a.m., I'm getting a knock on my door because everyone assumes that I stole the next Orlando shoe. No, it was Letty. Yeah, that was just awful. Oh, anyways.
That's why.
All right, Matt, you were new for it this year. Tell us about highlights for you.
Oh wow,
Right?
great question.
Put you on the spot.
Okay, no, that's great. I mean, highlights of the show. The VI. I mean, we landed, and we literally went straight to the VIP dinner to make it on time instead of going to the Villa and back. And as soon as we met everyone in person, it was a great experience. So that was a highlight. I mean, the dinner alone, I walked into like artists. I saw artists I was getting commissions from, so I was excited, and it was cool to get to meet them before where's my work. You know what I mean? It was very, like Louis said, it was very intimate. It was awesome just to sit down in a room with all of us at benches together talking, and it wasn't on a screen, virtual. It was so cool, and that was out the gate. Then we got to the Villa. We went up to the penthouse. Then we saw Louis and Justin doing the breaks live instead of on my phone. You know what I mean? So that was crazy. The energy in that room was fire. Free sketch time was probably up there, like top. The concept, the idea, the execution, the atmosphere. I mean, there was nobody angry, upset, pushing lines, complaining about lines. If you saw a line long, you either dedicated to that line or you kept it moving. And it was just it was so cool. I mean, I've been to a bunch of cons, and I never saw that or thought of that. And I love Artist Alley. That's like why I go to a convention. back in the day, it was for the Funkos, but you know, now I go to Artist Alley, I'm going for the comics. And so to see everything the way it was executed was beautiful. Card Art Expo was my highlight. Like, that's why I went there. I mean, OAX is beautiful. I love it. I appreciate it. But to me, I'm not there yet. Maybe when my kids are out of college and they grow up, and then I could say, I want something like this. But CAX was the reason I went, and it was to see the artists that we're familiar with that were on cards, the people, the community, the commissions I was getting. I was mainly getting sketch card commissions, except for 3 larger pieces. So I was real excited about that. I like sketch cards. Artists kill it, and they do such a great job. And to be able to, like, again, to roll back to the free sketch time, not only did you get a commission, but if you were doing the free sketch time, you got to see their process, whether it was fast, quick, or how detailed it was. And no matter who I was watching, the process was different, and I could never see what they were doing at first. They always started with a wild line or somewhere else, or darkening, and then by the time you got to look at it, you're like, holy cow, it came out beautifully. So to all of the artists, and you know, Kasra, Tatiana, everybody, Steve Fuller, who thought of that and executed that, bravo. I hope to see more of that. I heard the first year it was 60 minutes. So for the 90 minutes for this year, it was perfect. I don't feel like it was too short. I don't feel like it was too long. So thank you to everyone a part of that. And it was hard to leave. It was sad to leave, to say goodbye to everybody. It was, you know, right then and there, you're like, oh, I can't wait for next year. And it was like, we're doing this. This is going to be an annual thing. This is our retreat, the card community. So again, it was a pleasure to meet everyone on the screen and everyone in the chat. So yeah, those are my highlights.
Nice.
Well said, Matt.
So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Andy, how about you?
I mean, Matt is going to say it better than I did, or I can, but really meeting everyone, meeting the people was number 1. Number 2, though, was the special card art gallery. That brought something out of me I didn't even know was in me, which was a lot of memories as from being a kid, seeing these things for the first time, pulling them, having moments with my family, with my mom, just, you know, it was a flood of emotion seeing some of these things in person for the first time and just getting up close. This wasn't behind a velvet rope. You didn't have to look at it from a distance. You could get as close to it as you wanted to. It was really, really special seeing those things from my childhood, holding one of those in my hands. I never thought I'd see this stuff. I didn't even know where it came from a few years ago. I didn't realize how special the art really was because I couldn't appreciate it in the full format and see the brushstrokes, see the details, really just soak it in. And standing in that room, being surrounded by it, but having it, you know, everywhere you look, it was just part of my childhood and, you know, things I've been going back and collecting and trying to complete these sets. And I mean, I don't know, it was very special. It was very, very special to be in that room. And then for Julie, of course, to go do that interview. I wasn't there for it, but I watched the replay on it. I loved the interview. I loved the setting that they were in to talk and have that conversation, and then to have her reminisce and hear about that was amazing. I took that time to spend more time in the rest of the expo because it kind of thinned out and I was able to go into the IAX gallery. I was by myself in that gallery with just a security guard. So I got to walk through that and appreciate that just on my own. And yeah, that was just really, really cool and special. And then I learned also along the way, that would probably be my third thing, was actually spending time talking to Jose, and he was educating me on the things I was seeing. He asked me, do you know what you're looking at in the case? And I was like, yeah, I'm familiar with all this. And he was like, he could tell. No, hold on. Let me explain a couple of these things that you're actually looking at. And I was like, okay. So then he got into it, and then I was like, oh man, I thought I knew, and I don't, because what I was looking at, hologram production plates, original production pieces, right, and other things that were just truly one of a kind, very, very special. Spending that time with him, learning along the way was really good for me.
Awesome.
There really is just so much to take in there, and I agree on the art. Lewis, if I tell Lewis, what was the piece last year that I couldn't pull myself away from? You remember?
Oh, the Balrog, bro.
I must have spent. When I say I spent at least half an hour in a couple chunks in front of one piece, yeah, it was the Hildebrandt Balrog from the Lord of the Rings calendar from the 70s. And
Legend.
I was absolutely floored by that piece. And it's funny how, like you said, Andy, I didn't know that something like that could even have an impact on me. And I just couldn't stop staring at that piece last year. So I completely get where you're coming from. It's like,
Yeah, it's crazy. And I think this year, Matt, I don't remember. Did you display any of your art at any of the galas last year?
Last year was just
Last year, no. So this was your first year displaying your own art as well as myself. And I thought I really enjoyed that, man, being able to contribute some pieces of my collection to bring to the table, to be able to display for people to see. And it was really cool, man, seeing people, the way they see your art and they go crazy, right? Like, they're like, oh shit, like, that's that. And oh man, this piece is there. And it's very cool, bro, because, in a way, we're kind of like, with our art, we have them up in our walls. We show them every once in a while when you're on a stream, but they stay like locked up, in our homes, in our collections. And it's nice to get a group of people. But who's hitting the bong, bro?
Right? It sounds like somebody's hitting the water bong.
Is someone hitting a bong, bro? Like, that's that shit.
Yeah, Andy, it's something on your end. When I mute your mic, it goes away. It's like a little tap.
Okay, yeah, because I don't hear it all.
I didn't know what that was.
I thought someone was hitting the bong. I thought Cosmo was on here. But anyways, so it was nice to be able to contribute to that and be able to display some of my art in the galas and see, some of the homie match pieces, Steven and Jose, a bunch of different, Justin brought, a piece. So I think that's going to be cool moving forward, Matt. Like, our homies are able to bring a couple of their pieces from their collections and they're able to display them, like art's meant to be seen, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
We're fortunate that a lot of this art, it's pretty much, we get to see it every day, Yeah. So, yeah, I think that was probably, listen, man, the breaks were awesome. The energy in both breaks were crazy. Being able to chill with Dan, being able to chill with Nahuel Saturday night on the break, all the way from Argentina. Like, those are awesome. But I think my favorite part was being able to see some of my art displayed so people can see, and just the excitement and the joy people would get from looking at my pieces and the other homies' pieces as well. I think that was very cool. It makes me want to contribute more next year, right? Like, I want to see more homies be able to bring their collection pieces, their paintings and their collections to be able to display. I think that'd be cool, man. Give more people an opportunity to come in and contribute.
Yeah, when you show me those pieces on Thursday night when we arrived and we went over to the other villa to look at them, seeing them in person like that was freaking amazing. I mean, especially that Moon Knight cover that you had.
Yeah, it's night and day when you see them in person, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice. Like, we obviously show them as our backgrounds and we'll highlight them if people ask, but just to, and it is a little, but we've talked about this, Lewis. It's also a little nerve wracking, right? Because you're leaving your baby overnight in a hotel on the wall. So there's a little nervousness.
I was nervous as shit, but I'll be honest with you, by like when I saw the amount of security that they had set up throughout everywhere, like everywhere you turned, there was a fucking security guard, right?
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, it was tough for me, bro. It's tough for me to leave my Spider-Man there overnight, my Deadpool, my Storm that I just got. Like, bro, could you imagine? But everything was locked in. Everybody was, the security was on point. Everything. Kazra, Bill, the team, they made it real comfortable and gave me a lot of confidence. And okay, my babies are gonna be good. They'll be in good hands. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to next year, bro. Like I want to contribute more. You know what I mean? Like
Talking about next year, I love it.
yeah, no, you know what sucks, bro, is we gotta wait a long fucking time for next year.
I know technically it's
You know,
longer than a year away.
like we're gonna say, oh yeah, that shit's gonna blow by real quick. Bro, it's gonna be tough, man. But you know what? Now we've got time to plan to try to make it better. What can we do as collectors to bring to the table for OAX, CAX, IAX? I think that's gonna be good, man, because I think there's gonna be more homies in the hobby that are gonna want to contribute in some way. You know, they want to be part of it more than just paying their ticket and going and hanging out. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's going to be more people that are going to contribute to make the experience even better than what it already is.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's going to draw. I mean, just the exposure from the show alone. I mean, a lot of people are like, when was this? I didn't know about this. And a lot of people kind of like, oh, the loop. And a lot of people want to see that original art. They want to have that interaction with the artists and buddies that they've met online. So it's totally worth it. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's just going to get exponential, right? First year, there were only a few of us doing videos like this and talking about it. Now this year, I mean, there've already been 10 videos at least about people talking about it, and it'll continue to go. And yeah, just little stories. I mean, my God.
I can't wait, bro. I'm excited, man. I want to see it get better, man. Like I really want to see this show. Because I think there's still a lot of potential to make it even crazier than what it already is, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
I was thinking about it, and while these guys were answering about their favorite parts, I think all of my favorite parts are just little moments, right? And not even so much the show itself. And I know that sounds horrible because of all the effort, but the show was sort of the show was why you came. It was sort of the nucleus, but it was everything that happened around it that created those moments.
Yep.
The shoes, obviously, I'm never going to live that down. That's its own thing. And again, little moments like, I don't even remember who it was, but it was at the first break at that big party. Well, first of all, there's Slick coming out with like a mailbox full of...
Motherfucker's got like 20 drinks pre-made. He's got 20 pre-made drinks. Lays them out on the table. I thought he was going to start playing beer pong in that motherfucker. And I'm like, yo, bro, is that all for you? He's like, why? You want one? Take one. He's like giving out drinks and shit. I'm like, Slick brought the bar with him to the table, bro. Like, legit.
And so, and then you and Justin started the break, and I don't even remember who it was because I almost died. I was drinking a drink, and somebody came up to me, and they leaned into me like, oh my God, Lewis really talks like that? And I just about spit out my drink because I think everybody always thinks that. They're like,
they think it's like a fucking show or it's a, bro, like I'm just me, bro. Like I don't, I'm just chilling. Like that's what's so good about it, bro, that I can just be myself with that shit, bro.
How do you not lose your voice, man?
Oh, I fucking lost it, bro. You should have seen the break with bro, I had to I'm like whispering to people thinking I was like trying to serenade them or something through the camera. I had to like get close and my voice was gone. I'm talking to Nahuel. I'm like, yo, Nahuel, my voice is all messed up, bro. My bad, bro. And it was crazy, bro. Yeah, it was. I tell you what, I need to have a better plan, like a better sleep plan for OAX. That's what I need. Because, dude, like literally, Friday night, 3.5, 4 hours maybe. Saturday night, oh, bro, when I got into, dude, I got to my booth over an hour late, and I'm walking in like a zombie, and I see Cosra, bro, and Cosra's looking at me, and I'm, you know, like I felt like I was walking into high school. You know, you got the fucking deer in the hallways. They're like, "Yo, Alonzo, you're late, bro. You're an hour late to class." When I saw Cosra, I thought Cosra was gonna like put me in fucking, you know, detention or some shit. I just like, yo, bro, I'm here, bro. I'm here.
One of that, and I wish more people were here for this. A bunch of us went to the Japanese hibachi place, and I got to watch Tony Perna and the hibachi grill guy going back and forth. Oh my god. Because this guy's making all sorts of jokes.
I love Eddie.
He was making. See, you don't even remember his name.
Hey, Matt. Now be honest. How many times did Tony get sake time?
Not once.
They didn't. No, they didn't do that at this one.
What?
No, I know,
bro.
No, I don't.
No, he was just
Sake
cracking jokes.
time? Oh, bro, no sake time? Oh, man.
Take the extra food every time he asked, who wants this? What's the leftovers?
Tony's
my plate.
Hey, I'll tell you what was a bright spot for me at OAX. It was Saturday. I hadn't eaten shit for breakfast. I was literally dying. I got saved by the little sandwich bag with the snacks we got at the booth with, you know, Kasha. The snacks were on fucking point, bro. That shit saved my ass. The highlight was, bro, we got out of Saturday. We took a little walk over to Miller's. Fucking love that place, bro. And I got my pork shank. I try to go there and get my pork shank once every time we go, get it one time. And bro, that pork shank, bro, brought me back to life, bro. That was a highlight. Was the fucking pork shank.
You were talking about the pork shank before we even left for the show. You're like, oh, we gotta get there.
Dude, it's like that. You got, hey, if you go to Miller's and you don't get the pork shank, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your life. You're slacking.
Oh my God.
Miller's was awesome, though. It was a great restaurant.
Yes. It's so convenient, right? Like convenience, it's right there. You walk, 50 feet and the vibe's good. You can sit outside. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Yeah, I made the mistake. We got some appetizers, so I'm eating the appetizers, and then the pork shank was twice the size I remembered it. I couldn't.
Yeah, it looked like a horse shank. That shit was big, bro. I was like, yo, they upgraded. Let's go.
I think
that is Ash. It was the pork shank. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think one of the highlights for me was asking Julie Bell if she wanted to sit on my lap.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right. You might want to put the context in there so it doesn't sound quite
please
so.
do.
So what happened was Jose came to my table. Was that Saturday? No, it was Saturday. Was it? No, it was Sunday. It was Sunday. It was right before the
It was Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday before the sketch time.
Yeah, so he came to my table and said, listen, we're going to do a panel. Do you want to be a part of it? And I said, sure. He goes, yeah, we'll talk about artists and the relationship with collectors and whatnot. And I says, yeah, not a problem. He goes, okay, it's going to be from 1 to 2. Be there at 1. No problem. I go over there. I guess it was a little bit early. So all I saw were 2 chairs. So I said, oh, no, we need more chairs. So I started switching chairs out from the audience because I didn't like the chairs that were up there. They were plastic. And the audience had these nice, comfortable, cushion chairs. And I was like, screw that. So I started switching the chairs around. And then I saw these containers of water, those cans of water. I was like, oh, cool. I get to, they're treating me really good. So I'm sitting down and Jose walks in and he's got Julie and Dave with him. And Jose's like, Perna, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm getting ready for the panel. He goes, no, those seats are for Julie and Dave. And then I go, Julie, come here and sit on my lap. And they were just like, what? But they all laughed about it. And I was like,
I have a picture of it.
so they kind of shooed me away. And I was sitting in the front row. And then that's when Lewis came, like 45 minutes into it. I hear Lewis, hey, bro, Jose wants me to tell you that they're not going to have you on the panel today. There's no time. I'm like, gosh, shit.
Bro, Jose's an ass, bro. I'm like, bro, why you gonna make me give this man this shitty ass information I'm about to tell him right now? Bad news. Gonna be like, yo, bro, hey, listen, dog. Hey, by the way, you know that it ain't happening.
It happened.
I was like, that. Why I gotta be the messenger, bro?
You gotta be that guy, yo.
But it was
At first, I was locked in with the interview, and I'm really there trying to pay attention and sink in. And this motherfucker caught me off guard. He's like, yo, hey, tell Tony that there's not enough time. I'm like, all right, bro. And I'm telling Tony, I saw Tony's face. He started getting, I'm like, damn. I got set up. Tony, I literally saw a small tear and it just evaporated before it got to the beard, bro. It evaporated. I was like, I felt the pain. I was like, damn, bro.
You wouldn't be lying.
Yeah.
You know what, but it was worth it. It was fun. It was okay. Jose says he'll get me next time. So
You asked her to sing a song too.
yes, I asked Julie. Julie to sing a song for us, and she said,
"Sing a song for us."
Ave Maria.
I was like nudging Tony. I'm like, stop messing with Julie Bell. I'm like,
no,
she was great. I love meeting her.
I had met Julie. Elaine and I had met her actually a while ago at Wizard World Philly years ago before the pandemic and that. And like we were one of the only people that went to her table because her and Boris were both there, but they kind of came in, signed a few things, and then left. They were there for an hour. But I mean, she said she kind of recognized us and that. But I mean, seeing her stuff, that's another one. Seeing her work in person,
crazy, bro.
God.
Crazy.
I was like, I see you online posting all this stuff, but seeing it in person, nothing compares to it. Seriously, nothing.
No, the anatomy, the way she does, human figures is crazy. The animals are.
Oh, I said to her, I said, I could use like a little fine brush to do like the fur when you're doing the animals. I go, because it looks so realistic. There's depth to it. I mean, it's amazing. Almost like you can just start petting the painting. Like that. That's how messed up it is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Always dragons would come out awesome.
Freaking beautiful.
Love her dragons. Yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing. That was worth it. She's a wonderful person. And Dave promised me that next time we will hang out a bit more because we only had a chat outside while they were loading up their truck. So he said next time we can hang out a bit more. So that'd be cool.
Dave's good people. Dave's good people.
Fantastic people. Very humble, very down to earth. I love that.
Yeah, that was an awesome two things that I didn't think.
Hey, Matt, you're on mute.
I got it.
I'm muted.
No,
the other Matt. Sorry, Matt 1 was muted.
Matt 1. OG Matt. The two things that I would say is definitely was meeting Julie Bell, talking with her, and I think I'd have to go with Fuller. With they didn't have the Balrog, but they had Gandalf giving the one ring to Frodo by Hildebrandt, and to see that in person I was awestruck. I was like, oh my god, it was beautiful looking. It was just
that's Steve's piece, right? That Gandalf. Yeah,
beautiful piece.
Amazing.
Yeah, those are amazing pieces. So much good stuff.
The only downfall or setback that is that, and it's not their fault at all. But I wish I could have hung out with Justin Underwood a little longer. I mean, there was a talk here and there, but he was like running around doing so much stuff during the 3 days. And even Steve, said hi to him when he on the Saturday, but another one, he's like, and he's flying in, flying out. I mean, it would have been nice to just kind of chat and sit down with these guys. So Justin promised me a breakfast next year, so I'm holding into it.
Yeah.
And nice to meet, other people. Like, it was great to meet David Dunn. Lewis brought his whole crew.
Oh, yeah, awesome. The homie Daniel, bro. The homie Daniel's a legend. Daniel's a legend for sure. Yeah, we did a bunch of streams with Daniel, bro. It's finally good to see him. Remember, we did a bunch of live stream with the whole roundtable shit and all that. Remember, he was with us every episode, bro. So it's good to chill with him. I just feel like there was so much going on. I think I think, you know, especially like with the art, like, you know, Jose and Steven brought so many fucking paintings.
Yeah.
So that was just a lot of grinding and work for them and having to lug them around, get them set up, bring them down. And that's why I think it's going to be nice to see more collectors be able to contribute to those galleries and bring some of their pieces and their collections and spread that out. You know what I mean? So not a small amount of people have to be just, you know, grind all weekend and can enjoy it a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Another wild thing was the live auction. That was insane.
Yep.
That's the first
Yeah.
auction I've ever been to, like for artwork. I mean, it was totally wild.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It's true.
Yeah, no, I think so. Yeah, Steven, that Hildebrandt is going up. I think
Wow.
Steven's got a whole bunch of stuff going up to auction. Yeah,
Wow.
Which one's going up?
I'm guessing we were talking about the Hildebrandt when Jeremiah mentioned that. If that's
So
going
the
up for auction,
Gandalf
I
one?
can't even fathom that.
Oh, the
I
giving
would
of
talk
the
to
ring.
Steven about it. So
Which one? The Frodo and
I
Gandalf
think that's
handing
his.
the
That,
ring.
right?
wow, that's gonna be a big fucking deal.
Yeah,
That's
I
insane.
remember when we were at his house and I saw that. That was another one I didn't want to walk past it. Like, God damn.
Yeah, that one will take some grinding to snag.
Can only
Yeah.
fathom. Ugh.
That's great. Like you know, I don't know how someone gets rid of something like that, sell something like that. I wouldn't have the heart. That thing would live in my living room, bro.
Yeah.
And
It belongs
couldn't.
over a mantle.
My kids can sell that shit when I'm gone, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that
Very-
type of level of shit. Like, yeah, that's
I mean, this is a good question, and it's, you know, it brings up an interesting point that I'm sure we'll talk about on a Kasra. And the question is, do you, like, depending on how many slots there are, do you have repeat artists? Do we always, for as long as possible, always cycle new artists? You know, that's an interesting topic, I think.
I'd like to chime in on this.
in.
I think Perna should be a mainstay, so that's just my opinion.
yeah. Perna is a necessity for sure.
It is
I
fun.
think the masterpiece artists, I think you can't ever have enough of them. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm biased saying that because, and Matt, I'm sure you're the same. We collect a lot of their art, so being able to have them there and just continuing to, you know, forge those relationships with those artists that we believe in their work. We invest our hard-earned money into their art, and we believe in what they're doing. It's good to have that. I think next year we could have, if Joe Jusko is able, you know, if he comes down, to be able to have all four of the modern masterpiece artists, and we would need to see if we can get Nahuel down as well. So that'll be the fifth.
Yeah, it was cool.
Could you imagine if we have the 5 modern masterpiece artists under the same roof for an event? Just think about how crazy that was, because it was pretty crazy. We had Dan, Simone, and Dave.
Yeah.
Too
many orgasms.
Yeah, no. Could you imagine all 5? Fuck.
I know that
Yeah.
Kaz was talking about Megan Hetrick coming next year. I'm trying to get her. I'd love to see like Nelson and Dimitri Patelis come. I mean, those guys worked on older sets, and
I mean, that's the problem. When you think about card art, its history, there's too many artists we want to have, right? There's just,
yeah.
I mean, we could fill the main room, and instead of dealers, we could fill it with important card artists. We really could. So yeah, trying to, you know, I don't envy Kasra in that ultimate decision-making process, right? And speaking of which, the guy I don't envy.
Oh,
What's
there
up?
Look who's legend.
Boo.
The legend.
Perna went right for his nose.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
There you go.
I thought it'd be the middle finger. Thanks, Perna.
No middle finger for you, my friend. None whatsoever.
You practice with eggplants to get those nostrils so big?
Bro, I was just about to say some eggplant shit, but I was like, bro, I'm gonna let Tony live this one, bro.
That's like 70s porn technique.
Wait till I bring you my eggplant.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Well,
Fell
well,
out on
well.
the plane.
Yeah, you guys started talking about selecting artists. You started giving me some heart palpitations. That is the hardest part. And every year, there's more artists that have come.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and year 1 to year 2, we went from 60 to 75. So I had like a 15 artist bump, but it's not like I can go to 100 and then 125 and 150 unless 3,000 people show up. Maybe I could do that, right? So yeah, it's not the nicest thing to think about. I have to look, beautiful doe-eyed Tony Perna in the face and go, that's terrible. I was practicing.
The good thing about Tony is that even if he doesn't come as an artist, he can just come as Tony Perna. You know what I mean?
I'm bringing my own table. I don't care.
He just brings a fold-up table.
Tony needs a 2-foot table, bro. You can put his ass in a corner and shit. And as long as he's got blank sketches and pencils, bro, he's good to go.
Honestly, that happened year 2, that artists were figuring out ways to get into the show. It was pretty weird.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, like an exhibitor would have a booth, and then they would say they're bringing this artist, and we're like, and I had to we had to draw a line in the sand because there's only so many artists you can hold in a small show. It can put the show out of balance.
Yeah.
Our first responsibility is for people to do well. It's one of the tricks is we try to get the artists to do well, a lot of them even before they show up, and it removes kind of the hustle of the show. It changes the vibe right away. It makes it a lot more human. I'm writing up a press release now, and Bill and I are going through all of the numbers, and I'm going to disclose stuff in it next week. And one of them is how many pre-OAX commissions we did. I mean, we work our butts off with the artists and the reps to set up those pre-OAX commissions, solicit them, get people scheduled on our YouTube channel, get it out in the newsletters, constantly get it out to people, make them know that it's available. And we did it in a crunched amount of time this year, but we still got like something like almost 300 commissions booked that just directly because of our efforts prior to the show, and like $350,000+.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a dent in the armor, at least, right? And made a lot of people happy, collectors and artists.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what to do. I'll tell you this too. I just counted it today because I have my weekly team meeting tomorrow. I'm going to go over like a postmortem OAX. How did everyone feel? This, that, and whatever. I have 50 bullet points about stuff I want to do year 3. I have year 3 and 4 planned out, but just in the course of making year 2, I think I have 41 artists already picked for next year. Booked today, February 3rd. It's still more than a year to OAX 2026. I've got 41 artists, and that's without, I don't know, 18, at least maybe 15, 18 repeats that I know are coming back. So what are we up to? Almost 60.
That's amazing.
That's
It's-
awesome.
I don't know what to do.
It's the environment, bro. Artists want to be there.
Sorry?
Don't you have some other people to help sign some of these artists? Are you that boss who can't let go of all your responsibilities?
Oh, I'd like to. I know. And then Tatiana only joined in November, and the Tulio's first day was 9 a.m. this morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll be okay. But I'd be dumb. I'd be dumb doing all the work for the show. Year 1 needs to lead into year 2. Year 2 has to lead into year 3. So, I mean, I've already had all the talks, negotiations. It takes a long time for people to understand the show because it's not just a typical show, right? It's not. And, we have the pre-OAX stuff. We have the auction. We have different ways that we support different artists to come, and ways that they can support the show. I mean, year 1 was terrible. Year 1, on average, 2.5 hours per artist on Zoom I spent. At least.
Wow.
Think about that. Yeah. So Tony, Tony, we talked. It took me a long time to talk to you, but we had to talk through some of the details of the show and the structure because it's just different.
Yeah.
Well,
it was all new for me. Like, I mean,
yeah, it was new for everybody. I had to invent a show.
And you did that was a great invention.
Totally. I mean, how do you run, 450 people year one, whatever it was this year? You literally have to completely invent it. And if people don't show up, even a small percentage of people don't show up, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's what's awesome is everybody showed up. They showed up the year one, they showed up year two. Overall numbers in year two, I count overall numbers. It's attendees, exhibitors, staff, everyone. I count them all for this show. We're almost right at 900 year two, which is just awesome.
Nice.
We get to 12 or 13 or 1400. We have just something just like mind blowing because you guys know what it's like. It's not like 200,000 people at New York Comic Con. Well, that's a nice big fat number, but half of them are in bars out in the city, and 80% of them are doing stuff you don't care about, and you can't find the three people that you want to talk to. It's a very different thing.
Kazza, this show was very intimate. Everybody's been saying that. It's a really nice one-on-one experience with everyone. Do you think that in the future, like I know you said the show's probably going to get bigger every year, but are you going to have a cap basically and say, this is the amount of artists that we're going to have. We can't go beyond this. This is our limit.
Well, yeah. I mean, we had a cap year one. I think Bill's was originally 10 to 12.
What?
And we went to 60. I joke with him about it. It was actually, we were going to try to keep it under 50. We went to 60 year one. And then year two, it just got kind of out of control. And we went up to 75. It worked out fine. But there's only so many. And then the space will dictate it. The attendance will dictate it. So I think we can expand the show floor next year. I've got some stuff to talk to the team about next year, like really expand the show floor. If people come, if people show up, like if we knew that 200 more people were coming next year, I could add 15 artists, but I don't know. And until right near the end, we're sweating balls.
Yeah.
Like 33% of the tickets are like bought in the last 30 to 40 days. That's not a good feeling.
No, that's gonna make you shit.
It sucks. It sucks. It's just, so we're going to probably, again, I'm going to talk to the team. I'm going to try to set the date for May 1 for a public launch of OAX 2026 and launch with no less than 40 or 50 artists and a whole bunch of stuff. And really just, I don't know, beg people to buy tickets early, because if they buy tickets early, then we can do more. It's that simple. It is intimate all the way down to what we can do week in and week out for the show.
I have a question.
Yeah, put that finger in your nose. There you go.
Some cons, they do the early bird specials.
Yeah.
You guys ever consider doing that? If the tickets, you do a certain amount of block tickets there and say, if you buy them before this day, you get them at $50 off or.
Yeah. Yeah, we did it. We did that year one. We did a first 60-day launch, but again, we were walking in the dark year one, and we needed, I needed working capital.
That's true.
I was signing like a $400,000 contract that we were on the, that we were on the hook for with the venue without even knowing if people cared.
Yeah.
So we gave a discount for the first 60 days. Year two, we didn't raise the prices, and but we didn't have a discount for the first 60 days because a lot of people came. There was word of mouth, all of that stuff, right? We not that we'd established it, but we weren't in the dark anymore. I mean, it was like nothing. Year one, it was invented, and so we didn't raise the prices year two. And year two, we did like a 3-hour open bar for like 600 people at the auction. We added stuff, we didn't raise the prices. So what do I do, Tony? Tell me what I do year three. I don't know. You tell me what to
first
do.
of all, you invite me back, goddammit, because I love it. And
I know that one I got. Yeah, that one I got in a couple of emails from people saying Tony has to come back, or they're like threatening to like bomb the woman's bathroom, or
that was me sending all those emails. But anyway,
that was Elaine, I'm sure. How about we raise the prices to like 20% and then give people a 20% discount for the first 60 days? Does that work?
I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, like a government strategy.
There you go. Yeah.
Corporate strategy.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
I know the swag bag is a nice touch. Like people getting free stuff is always nice. People think, they're getting that special thing. And I guess
Yeah.
the swag bags were limited as well to certain tickets, or did everybody get one?
Everybody got one. Everybody got exactly the same swag bag. David Finch got the same one as you, and got the same one as the last person that walked in and bought a ticket off the street just for like a 1-day ticket.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, we didn't do anything funny there. I'm glad you like the swag bag. People gotten used to just getting peanuts on like a 4-hour flight. So when you give them anything, they're pretty happy about it. Plus, I mean, who wasn't happy with this?
That was beautiful. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And Palumbo, I mean,
Oh, that thing is crazy. Yeah,
and,
that was crazy.
and dumbass me, I've got 2 years of poster art, and I never even got one signed. So dumb. So dumb. I end up with nothing. I did get gifts this year. If you guys don't mind, can I show these?
Yeah, bro.
3 quick ones. I haven't even written Graydon yet and said thank you. Matt, do you love yourself? That's the second time you've done that.
Matt, I'm gonna take you away from the controls for tonight.
Stop. No, don't. I just added. Just let me move him. Let me move. There you go.
Wow. Yeah, you need to take a driver's test again.
Nope.
Graydon, last pack magic.
Wow.
Fausto gave this to me real quick. Thank you so much. I haven't even written him yet. Right, it's on his stock.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably,
You guys know and love Graydon. I hope the baby's here.
Baby is here.
Oh, yeah.
He had
Right
a
before-
baby.
Baby came?
Yeah, baby
Yeah.
boy.
Congratulations.
Name Atlas.
Really?
Yep.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. That's a good reason to miss OAX.
He does want to come next year, though.
Yeah, I will have another baby. Watch.
That's his excuse.
After I won't say anything. That's rude. Miles Wool gave me an envelope, a lovely note, and some really nice signed cards. And he did this for me. I know the glare is kind of crap.
Oh, that looks great.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, these are literally this is what I got from the show. And the last one I'm going to take out of the case.
I love his style with those too, man.
Miles is great.
Yeah.
Mr. Red Dots. He had red dots all over his walls selling all his paintings. Miles is definitely this last one was a complete shock. Complete shock. I'll just show it to you because I don't think I have to explain it.
Nice.
Oh,
That's so good.
Simone is a beast.
dude, that looks great.
Simone is a legend, bro.
Yeah, on the CAX stock with that
it's on the CAX
beautiful
stock.
signature.
Dude,
I
that's
mean-
hard, bro. That's hard as
That's
hell.
really good looking.
I mean, he made MODOK legit.
Yeah,
He
for
made
sure.
MODOK gangster, bro. He made MODOK collectible with that one, bro.
How about Dos Santos bringing MODOK and putting it right in the center next to that Kitty Pryde?
Dan knows what he's doing, bro. He's trying to reel you in, dog. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
How many times did you walk by and look at it, though? Don't lie.
A lot. Everyone's
I know
looking
you
at
did.
everyone's looking at the Kitty Pryde. I'm looking at the MODOK. That's pretty pathetic to say, but it's true.
Everybody's drooling over Kitty over here. How does he understand that MODOK?
So thank you, Graydon. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, Maestro Bianchi. That was incredible. I think I got one more thing, but I'm so out of it that I have no idea. But it was really cool to come home with those.
The stock was really good to work on.
Yeah,
Was it?
that Bianchi is crazy, bro.
Right?
That shit is crazy,
Now,
gangster.
people stock in for the next show. Can you have it printed out a little earlier?
Yeah, I'm going to print them out probably even as early as April.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That would be awesome.
super early. I'm going to get them out to all the artists. I'm not going to ask them whether they want it. I'm just going to send it to them.
Kudos.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more pre-OAX commission stuff with sketch card tiers. Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, Jose, Steven, Matt, and I talked about it. We just ran out of time. That's all it was.
No, it was. I understood. And I understood the backstory too with the mishap with the printing in the first the first run.
Yeah, but that was only like a 6 or 8 day delay, and was, I mean, come on, I need to print it before Kwanzaa next time, right? That's on me, I would think. Yeah,
I'm
You know
trying
what it is, bro? You just need more warriors, bro. You need more warriors to help out. That's
I
what
got
it is.
him. I mean, I got my all-star team. Honestly, I got Bill DeTulio, Tatiana, myself. I got Matt Sardo, who's heading up the Indie Comics Creator Con that I bought and we're building out. He's the director of digital communications. I got my 5. Anything I've ever done in my life that I cared about, I don't need more than 5 people. Anything I care about, 5 people can do anything they want.
Cool.
And lots of surrounding people. Maureen is a chief technology officer. I got my YouTube producers getting lined up. I got my badass in-house counsel to protect my ass and send nasty letters out to people when they don't pay their invoices and all that stuff. We got a team now. We're good.
Nice.
We're good.
That's great to hear.
How you doing, Matt? I didn't even say hi. How you doing, Matt?
We're both
Matt?
good.
Which Matt am I talking about?
Exactly.
Lowenstein.
What's good? I'm doing well, Coster. How are you?
Hi, Lewis.
What's up, bro?
Yeah. Were you guys almost done? I was going to come on in the end. I didn't know whether to come on, but you started talking.
Started, buddy.
What's
It
that?
just started, bro. We've been waiting for you an hour and fucking 8 minutes.
Okay.
But you're here, so now we were just over here just geeking out, like the highlights of the show for us, and just what we think could be good, good additions to the next one. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And I think you touched base on that because one of my things was would love to see more sketch tiers in the pre-OAX commissions with the artists because there were artists I wanted to grab from, but they were only offering like 11 by 17 or 8 by 10. So that would be an awesome thing. I've been jokingly saying it to a bunch of people, but CAX stickers would be a great addition to.
Oh
to
yeah. Something with like Fuller's face on it. Something with
or a goat.
We got you. We'll do a few different
Matt
ones.
Fuller, Tony with his eggplants.
Goats and eggplants. There you go.
Goats and eggplants.
Fausto brought up like making a CAX binder, and he had that like a 4-card binder. I really liked it. I was going to ask him about that binder. I liked it. I liked its shape and weight and thickness, and I was going to ask him where he got it from, and maybe we can get something like officially printed on some binders and hand them out too.
That'd be cool.
Kaza, what are the chances? I know you just finished.
But
show 2. What do you think are the chances that this becomes a 3-day show next year instead of just Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, that's tough. I have ideas to kind of make it a 3-day show. And again, I'm talking to the team about it tomorrow. We got to walk it through because when you shift stuff, it gets a little weird. I got to renegotiate the contract. I got to see whether there are other people in the convention space. The setup becomes a day earlier. Exhibitors have to get in a day earlier. I know that we've got enough stuff in the show easily to fill 3 days. And I know there's an appetite for it. Everyone that came year 1 ended up staying an extra day or 2 the second year. They're like, I'm not going to fly in on Friday and leave Sunday night. I'm going to come in on Thursday and leave on Monday.
That's what we did.
There was a lot of that.
We came in Thursday.
And a lot of people, we got there Thursday. I drove up Thursday. Most of the homies were all already there Thursday, and a lot of homies, like most of Friday, they just hung out at the villa or went and did other things in the city to get, and some of them didn't even go to the VIP dinner. So that's a day where people are there just hanging around waiting for Saturday. So just a thought. I know it's a lot of logistics and a lot of things. Renegotiate, like you said, contracts with the artists. Hey, listen, are you able to make it a day earlier? The venue, hey, can we get in a day early? I know it's a lot of shit you got to do to swing that, but I think that would be really good. It'd be a really good.
Our
Where-
costs go way up too, Lewis. That's another issue.
Yeah.
You know? And then where am I going to make that up? It's like, okay, so then I definitely have to raise.
Yeah, you have to raise the price because now you've got a 3 days. So now you got to pay a ticket for that extra day. So
And it's not. I mean, it's not cheap to begin with. I mean, the price I think is like compared to other shows that are like this at all. They start at 500. I think 300 for the VIP. Everyone is saying it's cheap, but they're not the ones running a show that's only 2 years old, where you're scared that we lose like 20% of the people. It's not good. It's not. You raise it 20. Again, this is weed stuff, but you raise it 25%. You lose 20% of the people. It's more important that the people were there than the extra revenue. So I don't know. I'm gonna massage the hell out of it until something happens, and I would like it to be a 3-day event, if not a 3-day show. I would be pretty happy.
I think most people will be willing to pay an extra $75 for that extra day.
I think a good workaround in the cost, I know we're going to talk about this, is what you were just alluding to. Maybe it's still the 2-day show, but if we do get rid of the villa concept and just take over the pair of penthouses and sort of turn that into the villa.
That's the idea, Matt. But
then we just do programming up there, unofficial. It's just us as the fans having people get together. So it's not.
Yeah, but of course that's CAX is just one component, of course, of OAX, and for now CAX is very dominated by the balance of OAX.
Yeah.
And I would obviously the card community is ready to party. There's no doubt about it. 5 days is good, right? I got you. You guys probably would be okay with 7 days with a day of rest, like the good Lord in the Old Testament. I get it. 1 day in the middle to sleep in. But I think one of the ideas, the idea I'm going to kind of present is Friday as like the event day from hell. It's like the most FOMO event day of your existence. There's like 40 events that are just driving you nuts. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
So that it's not like a full show day. Exhibitors can still set up that day. Maybe I get a little bit of extra time on Thursday, but it's not a full day. I don't know. I'm literally talking out of my butt about where I'm at with it right now. So would I like to do it? Yeah. Do I know how to do it? No. Do I have some ideas? Bad ones.
Yeah. But like you said, the numbers have to make sense at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a juggling act.
Again, Lewis going to go on record. He's going to sign in blood. He's going to give me that assurance policy. 200 more people come. Done. What do you say, Lewis?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think organically, I don't see that being a stretch. Because think about it.
I don't either, and I'll
from
roll
the
the dice.
From the first show to this show, bro, there's so many more people, so much more shit. Like, bro, I didn't even have a chance to sit down. You know what I mean? Just chill. Like, it was just balls to the wall. And just think about how many people, again, missed out this year, and they're not going to miss that shit next year. And I'm sure most of the people that went are they're ready to go. They're going to go again. So I think organically that shit will work itself out as far as, more people coming. For sure. There's no question about that. Organically, that's going to happen.
Kaz, would you consider having artists do like a sketch duel, and then whatever they draw gets either auctioned off or they have a raffle for it? You buy like a ticket for $10 or whatever, and somebody can whatever, pull a nice piece or win a nice piece, or because I know like Fan Expo used to do that all the time. They used to have the 3 artists, a designated time. They would go there, people in the audience. They pick a character, all 3 of them draw it, and then they auction them off.
Mm-hmm.
So would you?
That's kind of what we're doing with Sketch Wars on YouTube right now. Right?
Yeah. So would you consider doing something like a live thing there? And
oh yeah, sure. I mean, like something in the CAX room, something pre-scheduled, or in an event room. Sure. We can do any of those things. Honestly, I want to come up with like 5 or 6 or 7 events that we put together, and then kind of create an environment where everybody's creating their own events. I,
I think
I'm
I
like,
think a lot of live streaming during the show is a
Yeah.
necessity. That's one thing that I can say that I didn't see much of during the first and the second
yeah,
is like on site live streaming events, whether it be auctioning off artists auction off exclusive pieces that you can only get through that live stream, and that
right.
gives people that aren't able to make it to OAX, that allows them to feel like they're a part of it, like they're there. And maybe just through that gives them enough enthusiasm and enough drive to be like, you know what? Instead of me having to do this shit online from my crib, I'm going to go there next year. I think live
Uh,
streaming during the event, different special thing. I think that's something very important that I think is needed.
Definitely, we need it. Although I honestly, anyone in the card community by now, get off your butt and come already. Tell you the truth, you should be there. I mean, I'm literally not allowed to say something like that. I'm usually a gentleman, and I 100% have no problem saying, "What are you doing?" I know that not everyone can take the time off. Not anyone can afford it. I understand that. But if you go to any other shows, drop one, come to ours. That's our slogan.
Yeah,
I
for
totally
sure.
agree.
Drop one, come to ours.
I totally agree.
Yeah, but we need to do a lot more live streaming, and I'm going after Fanatics next year. I'm going after Upper Deck next year. If Fanatics comes in a year from now, they're going to have like 42,000 guys, destroying whatnot and YouTube and they're probably going to be renting an entire floor, and you're going to need to be putting on a satellite dish on top of the hotel just for the signal to be strong enough for all the live streaming going on. I'm exaggerating.
Yes.
We love you, Fanatics. You're the best. Yeah.
I
So
love
let's
this
see.
guy, bro. I love. We need Cosmic t-shirts next year, bro. We need a Cosmic tee, dog. We need it.
I got a
Just
design. I got to design Kazra's face on a Modoc body.
Thank you. Kazra was here. Graffiti in the bathroom. And you made my life. It was worth it. It was all worth it.
Little feet hanging there, dangling.
Yeah. We'll make some little Modoc cosplay things. You've seen those, right? Little foam things that people make.
Yeah.
Little legs. Use your head.
Yeah.
Wear all black. And let's do that for the reception. The VIP reception next year.
If you were to do that when you stuck your head behind my curtain, when
Yeah.
that would have been perfect.
We'll do that. You and me, Tony. You'll be Modam. I'll be Modoc. We'll do that.
Oh,
for the
why do
VIP
I got to be the
reception.
lady? Why do I be the lady?
Oh,
But yeah, man, it's gonna be good. I'm already looking forward to it. I know a lot. I've been watching. Listen, man, Cosra. Every day I wake up and I go on YouTube and I type in OAX Orlando, and every fucking day there's one or two new videos of random people that I've never heard of that do streaming, whether it be in the card community, in the comic book community, and the buzz that I'm seeing consistently after the show on all these different podcasts, these different channels on YouTube and shit like that. Like people love it, man. Like it's becoming the destination for this community. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
all the good things that it's all consistently positive shit. Like you got to come. The environment's just different. The vibe's different. The level of artists and art is fucking crazy. And I'm seeing that, and more people are getting excited. This show organically is going to grow pretty fast, I think. Because let's be honest, the original art comic, it's a niche market. You know what I mean? It's not as mainstream as others, but bro, what you guys got going on and everything, and allowing the collectors to contribute to make the experience better and the artists as well, and it's going to be. It's going to be here for a long time. I truly believe that. It's only going to get better.
thank you. Yeah, I think we got a playground. I really think it's like an amusement park kind of model now, and used to call it an island model. We're at a venue and the hotel. They're joined together. We're all in one place. It's this gigantic, like a high school reunion, except they're not douchebags. They're like actually people that you want to have a reunion with, right?
Right.
And,
Yeah.
if we get to like 1,200 people, if we get like 300 people more, which I thought would take it to like year 4, if we can get there, we can do anything that we want. Really, we can. We can get. We're gonna have a show. I can do more stuff with sponsorship. So once I'm able to get actual like real sponsorship, I mean, we've done well, and our sponsors have saved our butts. But we can probably do double or triple what we do now, and then I'm not passing on any costs to the attendees. That's the trick. Give me that corporate sponsor. Lucas Museum, open up already. Give me some money, and a few other organizations. Let's go. Coca-Cola, somebody. We got one corporate sponsor, and we're good. We can expand without having diarrhea for 6 months. If I get a corporate sponsor by May when I launch, I've got 9 months until OAX. I can do whatever I want because I've got all the security of the sponsorship. I'm not worried about 200 or 300 more people coming anymore.
Yeah.
So there's a trick. Maybe
I think having 2 years of data for people to analyze and see.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna now after the second show, it's gonna be a lot more easy to promote and get more people towards it. Because people are all right with the first show. Right, the first show was good. How are they going to adapt? Are they going to make it better? Are they going to take it? Because you always want to, you want to get better every event, right? You want to, either get better in this department, add to it, more artists, more whatever the case may be. But now you have you have 2 years under your belt with that much data that people can see now. They're like, all right, you know what, man? This shit's only getting better.
Yeah.
This is where I want to be. I think getting 200-300 more people, if that's like the number that's going to help tip the scales to make it, to be able to do even more for it and make your lives a lot easier and not have to have that stress, I don't think that's going to be difficult at all. Not at all. I've seen a lot more content for OAX now after this show than we did the first show. And it's not just us, the card community doing the content. It's so many people are doing content about OAX.
Yeah.
So,
I lined a lot of them up ahead of time. The Comics Den, I should shout out them. If anyone hasn't gone to the Comics Den, Sarah and Angelo, they put up a video every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're like 6 videos in, and a lot of them are 20 to 30 minutes. The one they just posted today was basically the Tulio Art Collective Fest. It was Simone and DeMeo just selling pieces left and right. Jesus. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was 20 minutes straight of it. A lot of it is kind of in real time, but really interesting. It'll give you an incredible feel for what it's like to be there. Full tours of the special galleries, IAX, every corner of the show. I gave them media passes. They were there real early on Friday. And I just saw them a couple of days ago at a local con. They're going to be posting 1 video a day for as many as 4 weeks. There might be 28 videos, 28 days straight. So if you have any confusion about what OAX is like, it's not like you're there, it's not the villa, it's not the penthouse, it's not the after hours stuff, but like on the floor and what's going on and the people and what you can see, 28 straight days of video.
Nice.
Yeah, they did a great job. I've been watching this stuff.
The other thing I say too, there's always a lot of stress on the expensive stuff, and I get it. I get it. Okay, it's loud and proud and all that. I know plenty of people and friends of mine that didn't buy one thing. Okay, so the free sketch event on Sunday, I know people that got 8 or 9 sketches on Sunday. They bought a Sunday only ticket and they walked out of there with a Cheshire cat grin, ear to ear, feeling like they ripped off the world and they're happy as a clam.
Yep.
And like when I saw Marvelously Sketched, when I saw like, okay, you're like the dream dude for me, man. 3 pre-OAX commissions, some of them large size. You went to the show floor, you commissioned some sketch cards while you were there, and you blew it out on Sunday for the free sketch thing, and you laid out on the end, and I'm like, there's the perfect OAX portfolio, my dream attendee right there. You handpicked the shit that you wanted ahead of time. You went there, you saw what you saw, You handpicked who you wanted to commission. You spent your dollars wisely. You had so much fun everywhere else. And on Sunday, you took advantage of every second of the 90 minutes, and you walked out of there with a collection.
Yeah.
You had like 16 or what was it, 16 or 17? I don't remember what it was.
I have a lot total. I have a lot.
That's the show. You don't have to go look at $40,000 Dark Hawk first appearance pages. I don't care about that stuff. If you do, God bless you. You get to go and look at what you want, hold stuff that you never thought you'd hold, be face to face with stuff that you never are going to see, talk to people. You can have as much fun as you want without spending $1. I guarantee you. You don't have to spend $1. Get your ticket, VIP, free drinks, open bar, 3 hours, Friday night, do the stupid shit afterwards. Saturday, show up, skip your breakfast, make it to 5 p.m. You got another 3-hour open bar with all the pizza and burgers and fries you can eat.
Yeah.
Can you handle one meal a day? You haven't even spent money on food or drinks yet.
Yeah. Most
expensive thing you did was like leave a
Tip
quarter
jar.
in the bathroom and go buy a bottled water at Walgreens. You go outside, there's like 50 people smoking. You don't even have to bring cigarettes. Just bum smokes all weekend. I know all the assholes who did that all week. I know all their faces. That's how cheap this could be. I'm being emphatic about it because, again, so much of the noise is about wow, this, wow, that. God, that is just a sliver. That's like the part of the experience. It's not, if it intimidates you, you're interpreting it in totally the wrong way. That's it. Random.
He shouldn't be intimidated. He should be,
Yeah, somebody was mentioning it on another stream about there was the misconception that this was a high rollers type of con. Or,
Yeah, sure.
And it's really not. I mean, it's literally for everybody. You don't have to come in with deep pockets to enjoy it. I mean,
No.
People just talking to me, and I loved it.
Yeah.
They weren't getting anything off of me. I just loved meeting the people that I'd met online.
Yeah, the Magic the Gathering event was free. Everyone walked away with decks. They were there for, I don't even know, till 1, 2 in the morning. I have no idea. It was like 6 hours with like 80 people with artists hanging out. There was a lot to do, and it's not going to change. All that stuff's not going to change. There's going to be stuff that costs money. If Dan Dos Santos is willing to come in like a day early and have like an 8-hour painting tutorial, or if Tony Perna is going to teach you all about the sketch cards, the industry, how to make a career, how to handle the format, how it's changed, historical, technical, artistic, all of it. That's a class. That's something that's above and beyond and extra, and you can pay for. It's elective. Do it or don't do it.
Yep. Just
follow Lewis around. You're gonna have a good time. Guarantee you.
Yeah.
Just turn into a puppy dog. Just turn into a little puppy dog.
I'm feeling like shots fired, bro.
I would have had a way better show if I just followed Lewis around. Seriously, just pick somebody.
Yep, buddy.
Just pick somebody. I'm talking about like if you're going super low rent, hitchhike, show up, crash on a couch, bum cigarettes, steal my booze.
And get a free fucking sketch on Sunday.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Profit.
Make some
Profit.
friends.
Hey, you may get some gardening tips from the legendary Tony Perna. You know what I mean? He may teach you a trick. You know,
I'll teach you how to grow tomatoes, zucchini,
eggplant, aubergine. You're gonna walk out of there too with a lot of base cards, a lot of like, this is only out of 500. You can have this card. You're gonna walk away with a stack of cards. You're gonna get some exclusive cards. What do you want? You want to stay home and like watch your football team that isn't even in the playoffs, watch some other teams lose? What are you going to do at home? What are you guys doing? What are you watching the show for?
That's right. I hope that next year you actually have some time to yourself to actually walk around and schmooze, and instead of like you were running like a chicken with no head. Every time I saw you.
Yeah, that was I ran into some stuff on the setup Thursday and on Friday into Saturday morning, and it ruined the front end of the show. But that was nice to hear, Matt, that I thought I was a grumpy, pissed off, resting asshole face dude until Saturday night. I guess I kept it pretty neutral. So thanks for that. But it was sad. It was
Hey,
sad.
bro, them free cookies were fire though Sunday night though, dog. The cookies were fire.
Lewis, thank you. The DoubleTree gives you free cookies.
Yeah.
All right. So if you got no budget, you just go around and collect cookies.
I was nervous about the cookies. I was nervous when I gave me 2 of them. I ate one first. I was like, bro, let me make sure I don't this isn't a trap. Get hit with a fucking edible and shit. You know, I waited like 45 minutes to an hour. Nothing else. I ate the second one on the ride home.
Nice.
We're good.
If you just go to the front desk and say there were no cookies in my room, they'll just hand you bags of cookies.
Oh my god.
They make them all day long.
I thought you said like one of your loved ones made them or something.
No, it's a shtick. It's a
This
DoubleTree
guy,
shtick. It's
the damn DoubleTree cookies, bro. Let's go.
Some weird write-off.
You put them in the microwave for 10 seconds.
Yeah, just sit on them 5 seconds and you're good.
All right. I'm going to do something real quick. Since Costa showed his off, I do have 2 sketches I got at the show I want to show off.
Oh.
Nice.
So I think I got what might be the only 3-artist jam from the show.
Ooh.
So I got a sketch by Tony, PJ, and Ash.
Oh, that's a cool idea, Matt.
Oh wow.
That's a very cool idea. See this guy? That's very
nice. That is a great idea.
That's awesome.
All two.
Dude, if that was a breakfast cereal, I'd buy 100 boxes of that.
And then I think, like Justin has been cornered into Hercules, I'm definitely cornered into Dupe now.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't get this. I think it was Norin who got this from Dan for me.
Wow.
Dupe as Danny Moonstar.
I love that.
So,
I haven't seen that one. That one's good, bro. That one's cool.
That's
cool
the kind of sketch card you get where that's kind of the end of that theme. That's
I don't know. Yeah, it could be. That would be a good exclamation point on it.
It really, if you want a period at the end of that long story, you could take it if you wanted to, Matt. Yeah.
There's a few. Somebody here is still working on one for me though. So they're not done yet.
Somebody here.
Is it Lewis?
They're talking about your ass, bro. They're talking about me.
I don't think I couldn't pay Lewis to draw Dupe.
Can I show the work in progress?
Yeah, please.
There you go.
Oh wow.
That's oh wow. Are you kidding?
Dupe's playing the guitar at a concert, Dazzler concert. That's great.
If you look at the phones, actually have their little images on
I was
them.
just gonna say, are those specific?
And then I don't know if you could see it to Dazzler's left in the background. You've got the band guy Tony hiding there.
Tony's
He's like the roadie.
That's great.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Fuller, you dress up for Halloween? You ever dress up as Dupe?
I mean, I've already got the body shape down, so I just need a little green airbrush, and I'm good to go.
I think we've hit the hour and 37 more, guys. I think that the street is going downhill from here. So.
Can we do one more really? I have one really dumb idea that we shouldn't do. Between you guys in the chat, throw out your like dream artist invitee, people that you would like to just see there.
CAX only or across all genres?
Anything. It could be your favorite penthouse photographer from 1978, Matt. That's fine with me too.
Mark Silvestri.
Yep.
I would love to see him there. Even Alan Davis, if you can get him.
Sure.
I don't even know if he does. We'll do.
I already talked to Alan at Heroes Con.
Okay.
Cause you already know who I'm excited, who I really wanted to be at OAX. He's gonna be here.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, he'll be there.
That's more about square footage than whether he's coming or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you already got my guy, but it would be Arthur Adams. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes by Arthur when he charges more.
Bilson Cabbage would be great. Yeah, a lot of good. Bilson Cabbage, Gabriella Delato would be sick.
Gabs would be nice. Yeah, we got an Italian connection now. Yeah.
Alex Ross would be crazy if you could
Alex doesn't leave
make
his
that.
house.
He doesn't leave his crib.
Not really. Not from what
Not anymore.
but I got an in. So look at the chat here, just as a break. You got Pachalo, Riccardi, Federici, Sienkiewicz. Ben is in Australia, isn't he?
He is.
Ben Brady. I'd love to meet Ben.
Yeah, he's great though.
Yeah.
Ross is the Alex variety of Ross. Pepe Valencia, Veronica O'Connell, huh? Veronica O'Connell. Blake, who's Veronica?
She's a sketch artist.
See, that's
We need to
perfect.
try to get Nahuel Grego down from Argentina.
I got that, brother. I got that. Don't worry about
Oh,
that.
you got that? Uh-huh.
I invited him this year.
Got that on
Oh,
lock.
Dimitri Patelis,
Dimitri
and Nelson. I mean,
Nelson.
They did stuff in the past with.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Parsons.
Ron Lim, I've talked to Ron. Boris, I don't know that Boris travels. Angel
No, he
Martinez.
No.
Jusco will be a big deal.
No, Julie was telling
I
us.
already talked to Joe. I already talked to Joe too. Andre Meister, I like too, but Andre's in Brazil. Yeah.
I think
I
so.
believe.
Yeah, but it'd just be fun to have him around. He's saying he looks
Omar.
like he was like Spawn in a like a beer tank. Bella, we got Alex Ross would be nuts. Casey Park, Casey's cool. I like Casey. Casey does some great card art too, and
Yeah.
everyone tells me he's a sweetheart too, if that matters. Nar, is Nar really a human being? Do we even know if Nar exists anymore?
No,
Yeah.
I think not may be AI.
2025, it's the year of the comeback. Come on.
Oh, okay. Olivier Copiel, I know his agent. I talked to him about Olivier. That's a strange situation.
Lucio Perillo would be nice. Him and
Yeah,
his
they're at
wife.
MegaCon.
Him and his wife are doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, they'll be at MegaCon next week.
Yep.
Oh,
Dave DeVries, I always love Dave. I know he's
Frank
still-
Cho.
Frank. Maybe Frank does Como. He's a little exclusive, I think, to them. David Duke, really? Are you serious? Which David Duke are you talking about, Blake?
He's also a sketch artist.
Okay, thank God. I'm like, isn't there
Art of
there?
FX.
Grand Dragon there.
I like Andre a lot, Meister.
Addie Gronoff would be
sorry.
nice.
Excuse me?
Addie Gronoff would be nice.
Addy would be great. Yeah, I already talked to that's in process.
Peach Momo.
Dre. We love Dre. Andre Osh.
That's what I meant. Yeah. He's great. I think he's
To the
great.
top
He's
would be-
the only problem is he's Canadian. What's that?
What do you mean? The only problem is he's Canadian.
Two on my list would be Malieve. And I hear he's a bit of a curmudgeon, but John Byrne would be, he would
Yeah,
scratch
just-
that box digits for me.
Actually, Jim Warden is John Byrne's like 20-year rep. Jim was set up at OAX. He had his own exhibitor booth with Matt Wagner that he reps. And we had Jim go to John Byrne's house. While he was at John's house, ask him. And I won't repeat what he said.
Shit.
I'm guessing the gist was a no.
He hasn't done any shows and won't.
Oh.
But I'd still like to ask him again.
Well, Eric Larson.
What are the chances to get Bill Sienkiewicz in?
Some of these image guys, Eric Larson, Will Patagio. If you want to invite Leafield.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Well, I can tell you Silvestri's on my list.
I love Sylvester. Him and his wife, amazing people. I've met them in person.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Love them.
And I like Eric. I like Larson maybe as a second choice. I don't really see Jim Lee or Todd McFarlane fitting OAX.
No, they won't.
But Silvestri to me is perfect.
Yeah.
And I think that Liefeld refuses to travel to Florida. But that's a rumor.
Ryan Otley.
Otley's a great choice. Palumbo, of course, Starlin, Claudio Castellini. I love Claudio. I haven't seen Claudio around, but I haven't exactly been looking around corners for him either. Peach Momoko. That's like asking if Castro dresses up like MODOK. LOL. Peach would be sick depending on his health. Frank Miller. Miller's not right for OAX. He's good for Fan Expo. I appreciate that, but Ariel Olivetti, Phil McCracken, bend over as well. Malieve, Everyone's agreeing. I mean, Dre Studios completely agrees that he hates himself. The Canadians suck. Let's see, Del Auto for sure. Perna, Silvestri, Jay Lee. Jay was supposed to come this year. He got ill, so maybe Kamolo. Oh, Stingray, really? I love Giorgio, but he's just a very, very narrow set of collectors. He doesn't get out of Italy very much, and it's he doesn't have published works, but he's just a killer.
Oh yeah,
You guys don't know Giorgio Camolo. He's great.
Eric Geist, yeah.
Ty Romza.
Ty's cool. I saw Ribbich.
Lee Weeks wasn't at this show, was he?
We're sorry?
Lee Weeks?
He wasn't. No.
Actually, he's a very nice guy.
Okay, thanks. Sorry I took the show over there. This is fun, though.
No, the brainstorming, I love it.
Yeah.
I got a list of about 400 now artists. And
there's so many good artists, bro.
There's
so many good artists. Riccardo Federici's one. There's so many, dude.
No one said John Romita Jr.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Mark Bagley. Get Mark Bagley.
Bagley's, yeah. Okay. Obviously, Fuller, we'll talk. Jose has strong ideas. I'm sure you have some great ideas as well. We shall see.
Got some goodies coming for sure.
See, this is exciting. This is wild.
Oh, this is great. Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably also a good time to wrap it up. We just hit an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, I mean, OAX.
Got to be there, bro. Get your fucking tickets ready. Get your plane. Hey.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, get your tickets ready. Get your start getting your plane tickets ready too. You know what I mean?
The dates are announced. Start planning now.
It was cheap. It was cheap to fly out of Buffalo than it was out of Toronto. Toronto was $1,000 each for both of us. So $2,000. Buffalo ended up being $600 round trip for both of us.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's literally only 20 minutes away. I'm right by the border, so
Crazy.
perfect for me. Perfect.
That's someone asked earlier, is it always going to stay in Orlando? And it's like, for the immediate future, yeah, because international airport, people come from all over the world to Orlando. It's one of the biggest tourism cities in the world. I know when all the French are on vacation. I know when all the Spaniards are on vacation. All the Brits are on vacation. It's incredible. But in the States, especially, direct flights from almost any even second tier cities, and it's super cheap. So you're not blowing your money relatively on airfare, and the hotel rates have kept them pretty low, around $180 a night, which is kind of incredible.
The villa was super cheap.
Oh, great.
For the amount of time we stayed there, I mean, it was super cheap.
Are the rumors of the villa's demise, is that exaggerated, or did we contribute to killing the villa? Because that would be something I just
the villa is not really a location. The villa is an experience, right? So that'll never be killed. That'll never be knocked down. It don't matter. You could put us in a fucking parking lot and we're gonna get it cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Well said.
I just think the key to it is to try to find a solution where there's not so much separation.
Yeah.
We can all just unite and be like, all right, this is what the fuck we're doing tonight. This is where everybody's at. It's all close by. People don't have to worry about, oh, fuck, I got to get an Uber now. Drive 45 minutes to the villa. All that bullshit will be out the window if we do it at the hotel. Maybe clear out 1 or 2 floors for just the people that are going to be there and just make it a fucking, you know what I mean? Make it a big deal.
I get it. I'm going to talk to, I'm actually talking to the head of the hotel tomorrow about 2 things. That'll be the second one, which is the South Tower penthouses. The entire floor underneath the South Tower penthouse is being booked today. The second would be the reception area, the courtyard. There are 3 meeting rooms back there. So right off the courtyard, there are 3 meeting rooms that I might be able to add to our contract, which means 24/7, you can have stuff in there, be as loud as you want, and you can step 2 steps and you're outside. You can smoke, you can puke, and go right back inside and go right back at it again. Lewis,
Right in the fountain.
I was thinking of you, brother.
Well, I don't puke, bro, so you ain't got to worry about the puke. But
Number 1, not number 2. Yep, I got you.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know.
But dudes do puke at the villa, bro. It has happened. So
Yeah,
On that lovely note,
you know what I mean?
we're
Thank
definitely
you. I like
we're
that
getting
idea. I like
sponsorship
that
now,
idea.
brother.
I like that
FedEx
idea.
will throw their money at us.
there we go. Chat, everybody, as always, thank you.
Yeah.
Matt, Alonso, Casratoni, thank you guys for joining here as well. Andy and who am I forgetting?
Yeah, where did they go, bro? The homie Andy and the homie
Brenner.
David.
You had to take
Yep.
a call.
The Glassbrenner brother, Dave.
Yeah, and Andy was having a little microphone feedback. So
Dave had a poop.
But-
Yeah, definitely an event to look forward to, guys. You're going to see a lot more content from us and everybody here about OAX. It's definitely a show worth supporting, worth going to. You're going to get an experience you're not going to get at any other convention. I promise you that. I've been to a bunch of them. It's not the same. It's a different vibe. It's definitely a different vibe, different energy. And good people, man, good artists.
Yep.
And free cookies, bro. So
Yeah, if you're a fan of original artwork and artists that produce them, this is the con for you. This is the expo for you.
yeah.
I mean, and I'm including everything around the world. This is the one for you. You will not regret going at all.
No regrets.
awesome. All right,
Guys, have a good night.
everybody. We will see you guys next time. Take care.
Thank you.